All right, Yankees fans, let's dive right into something that's been firing up the Bronx and lighting up conversations all around baseball. When you look at this Yankees roster, there's been plenty of star power over the years, but right now, one name is grabbing everyone's attention, and that's Jazz Chisholm. The guy has been an absolute spark plug for this team, and every time he steps on the field, you can feel the energy shift. Whether it's his bat, his legs, or just the way he carries himself, Jazz has been one of the defining pieces of why the Yankees are in the spot they are this season. What makes him stand out is not just his production, but the way he's embraced the pinstripes. A lot of players come to New York and struggle with the pressure, the bright lights, and the weight of all that history. Jazz, on the other hand, looks like he thrives on it. He even said it himself that he doesn't want to leave New York, that once you play here, you never want to go anywhere else. Those are powerful words because it shows a guy who understands what it means to wear that uniform. He's not just putting up numbers, he's embracing the culture, and that's the kind of mentality Yankees fans rally behind. And the numbers back it up in a big way. We're talking about a player who's already hit over 30 home runs, swiped more than 30 bases, knocked in close to 80 runs, and is sitting in that rare 30-30 club. That's not just good, that's elite company. To put it in perspective, very few Yankees in history have pulled that off, and when you mention names like Bobby Bonds and Alfonso Soriano alongside Jazz Chisholm, you know you're dealing with someone special. Soriano did it twice and became a fan favorite in New York. Now Jazz is building his own chapter in that same book. But it's not only the stats that make him valuable. It's his ability to show up in big moments. We've seen it against the Red Sox, where he crushed 2 home runs in one series and carried the lineup on his back. In a rivalry as heated as Yankees, Red Sox, moments like that are unforgettable. Imagine the postseason atmosphere with Yankee Stadium rocking, the crowd on its feet, and Jazz stepping into the box in a must-win game. That's the kind of stage where legends are made, and you can already picture his name being shouted by fans long after the highlight plays. Another underrated aspect is how he's handled being part of this clubhouse. Jazz isn't just about his own shine. He's been quick to praise his teammates. He's openly spoken about Aaron Judge being one of the best players he's ever had the chance to share the field with, and he talks highly about Anthony Volpe, Ryan McMahon, and the rest of the infield. He even points to Cody Bellinger as an important veteran voice that's helped guide this team. That matters, because in New York, talent alone isn't enough. You have to fit into the fabric of the team, you have to earn that trust, and Jazz has done exactly that by showing he values the guys around him as much as he values his own role. Of course, Jazz has a personality that can sometimes ruffle feathers. He's outspoken, he's confident, and he's not afraid to say things like the Yankees are going to win the World Series. Some people see that as putting a target on the team's back, but honestly, that's part of what makes baseball in New York so special. The Yankees already have the target. They've got 27 championships, more than anyone else in Major League Baseball. The pinstripes are the most recognizable uniform in the sport. When casual fans think of baseball, the first team that comes to mind is the Yankees. So adding a player who leans into that spotlight, who isn't afraid of the pressure, that's not a problem. It's exactly what this city thrives on, and the fans are noticing. There's something about a player who actually wants to be here, who isn't just chasing the biggest paycheck or trying to avoid the weight of New York's expectations. We've seen stars in the past hesitate or move elsewhere for different reasons, but Jazz is making it clear. He wants to be a Yankee. He believes that playing in New York has boosted his career, that the winning mentality, the culture from the front office down to the trainers has elevated him to another level. That kind of buy-in is priceless because it creates a connection with a fan base that can last a lifetime. Now, with all that being said, the question becomes what happens next. Jazz is not alone in this situation. Along with him, Cody Bellinger and Trent Grisham are also playing in contract years, and that means the postseason is going to play a massive role in shaping their future. For Jazz especially, it feels like a do-or-die October. If he continues to produce at this level and carries that same fire into the playoffs, the Yankees are going to be in a tough position to even think about letting him walk. Because once you show you could deliver under the pressure of October in the Bronx, that's the kind of thing that earns you a long-term place here. What makes this whole thing more exciting is that Jazz has the tools to back it all up. He's got speed, power, defensive ability, and charisma. He can change the game in so many ways. He's the type of player that keeps opposing pitchers on edge because if you let him get on base, he's a threat to steal. If you challenge him with a fastball, he has the swing to send it over the fence. That versatility is what makes him such a nightmare for opponents and such a treasure for the Yankees. And let's not forget the history he's writing. Being only the third Yankee ever to hit the 30-30 milestone is not just a stat, it's a statement. It says that Jazz Chisholm is more than just another piece in the lineup. He's becoming part of Yankees lore. Fans will remember this season not just for wins and losses, but for how Jazz elevated himself into that elite category. And when you combine that with his personality and his determination to stay in New York, it paints the picture of someone who could very well be a cornerstone for years to come. That's why Brian Cashman and the front office are going to have some big decisions to make once the season ends. Do they lock Jazz up long-term? Do they try to balance out all three of these contracts with Bellinger and Grisham in the mix too? The Yankees rarely shy away from making bold moves, but one thing is clear. Letting go of a player who not only produces but openly embraces being a Yankee would be a tough sell to this fan base. And when you've got a guy saying he feels like the Pinstripes have made his career better in every possible way, that's the kind of loyalty that doesn't come around often. All right, let's keep rolling with this because there's so much to unpack about Jazz Chisholm and the impact he's having on the Yankees, not just this season, but looking ahead to what could be a defining chapter in his career. One of the most impressive things about Jazz is how he blends talent with leadership, and not the kind of loud, overbearing leadership that some players bring, but the subtle, consistent kind that elevates everyone around him. He's constantly lifting his teammates, acknowledging the work that goes into every at-bat, every inning, every play. It's one thing to have a superstar who racks up stats, but it's another to have a superstar who makes everyone else better. That's the type of presence that can turn a very good team into a championship-caliber team, and Jazz has that in spades. When you break down his performance this season, the numbers tell an incredible story. He's sitting at a 30-home run total, more than 30 stolen bases, over 70 runs batted in, and a batting average that keeps pitchers guessing every time he steps to the plate. Being in that 30-30 club is no small feat, and for a Yankee, it carries an extra weight. The Pinstripes have history and expectations built into them. And for Jazz to perform at this level, he's proving that he can handle the pressure of one of the most scrutinized uniforms in sports. That kind of consistency over a full season, especially in a market like New York, is rare, and it's what separates him from other players around the league. And the postseason, looming ahead, adds another layer to the story. Jazz, along with guys like Bellinger and Grisham, are all on contract years, and that raises the stakes. Every pitch, every swing, every base stolen becomes even more significant. It's no longer just about contributing to wins during the regular season. It's about showing that you can thrive under the intensity of October baseball. Yankee Stadium will be electric, the crowd will be relentless, and Jazz will have the perfect stage to cement his legacy in this city. If he can carry this same level of production into the playoffs, it's not just about personal accolades. It's about solidifying his future with the Yankees and earning the trust of fans who already adore him. Beyond the stats, his personality is a game changer. He's outspoken, confident, and not afraid to make bold statements, but in a way that's exciting for the sport and refreshing for the clubhouse. He talks openly about the team's goals, about winning, about his belief in his teammates, and that's contagious. In New York, the spotlight can be intimidating. Media scrutiny, the pressure of history, and the constant comparisons to past legends can overwhelm even the most talented athletes. But Jazz doesn't shy away. He leans into it. That fearlessness and confidence resonate with fans because it mirrors the city itself. New York is bold, unapologetic, and expects greatness, and Jazz embodies that ethos both on and off the field. His impact isn't limited to what happens during the games. In the clubhouse, he's a glue guy. He supports veterans, encourages younger players, and fosters an environment where everyone feels invested in winning. That's a critical aspect of building a team that can sustain success year after year. Baseball isn't just about individual performances. It's about chemistry, trust, and shared accountability. Jazz contributes to all of that naturally. His ability to integrate into the culture of the Yankees while maintaining his individuality make him both a role model and a cornerstone. Looking at the bigger picture, Jazz's influence extends to the fan base too. Fans love seeing a player who genuinely wants to be a part of the team, who embraces the responsibility of wearing the pinstripes, and who understands the legacy he's stepping into. In a city where loyalty is everything, having a player who openly expresses his desire to stay in New York adds immense value. It's not just about what he does on the field, it's about what he represents. He's connecting with fans on a personal level, making them feel invested in his journey and in the team's success. That's something that can't be measured by traditional statistics, but it's just as impactful as any home run or stolen base. And speaking of history, Jazz is writing his own chapter in Yankees lore. Being part of the exclusive 30-30 club immediately puts him in elite company. Names like Bobby Bonds and Alfonso Soriano are legendary, and for Jazz to be mentioned alongside them at such a young age highlights just how special this season has been. It's not only a reflection of his talent, but also of his work ethic, his preparation, and his ability to perform consistently under pressure. Those are qualities that front offices, coaches, and teammates value immensely. With the postseason approaching, there's no room for error. Every at-bat will be analyzed, every defensive play scrutinized, and Jazz knows it. But the thing about him is that he thrives under that pressure. He's a player who elevates his game when it matters most. That's exactly what the Yankees need as they push toward a potential wild card series, division series, and beyond. Jazz's ability to maintain his production in high-stakes situations will likely be a major factor in the team's postseason success. And if he delivers, it sets the stage for a long-term relationship with the Yankees that could define his career and add another legendary chapter to the franchise's storied history. And while the Yankees front office will have big decisions to make regarding contracts, it's hard to imagine them letting go of a player who not only performs at an elite level, but also embodies the spirit of the team and city. Jazz's dedication, performance, and connection with the fan base create a combination that is rare in baseball. For the organization, keeping someone like him in pinstripes isn't just a strategic move, it's a statement about the identity and future of the team. If Jazz can continue to excel and carry the Yankees through the postseason, he won't just be remembered for his numbers. He'll be remembered for his leadership, his loyalty, and the way he elevated everyone around him. The kind of player who doesn't just play the game, but defines it. And for fans, that's the kind of player you cheer for, the kind of player you remember for a lifetime. Jazz Chisholm isn't just contributing to the Yankees today. He's helping shape the next era of this legendary franchise, and the story is only getting started. But before we continue, please remember to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support allows us to keep bringing you the latest news about the New York Yankees. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments. Explosive rumors are shaking the very foundations of Major League Baseball. Sources close to the Yankees organization suggest that the team has completed a blockbuster deal for none other than MOOKIE BETTS, potentially forming the most fearsome lineup the league has ever seen. While nothing is officially confirmed, whispers around the clubhouse and among front office insiders have ignited a frenzy of speculation from fans and analysts alike. Imagine it, a Yankees roster already stacked with talent now rumored to feature BETTS. A player renowned not just for his speed and defensive prowess, but for his uncanny ability to launch the ball into orbit. The prospect of pairing him with the team's existing heavy hitters has pundits predicting an offensive juggernaut capable of rewriting the MLB power charts. If this deal goes through, opposing pitchers might as well start packing their bags. One analyst was overheard joking, "Social media is ablaze, with fans dissecting every angle of this potential acquisition. Could BETTS' arrival finally give the Yankees the edge they've been chasing for seasons?" The chatter suggests that this move could elevate the team into historic territory, combining home run power, tactical intelligence, and an intimidating presence at the plate. Sources hint that management has been quietly orchestrating this for months, and the timing could be perfect to strike before the next season kicks off. Critics are already weighing in, debating the implications for team chemistry and payroll, but the buzz is undeniable. Talk in the stands, on sports radio, and in online forums is dominated by one question. If MOOKIE BETTS joins New York, are we about to witness the most unstoppable offensive machine in baseball history? While nothing is set in stone, the rumor alone is enough to send shivers down the spines of rivals and ignite dreams for Yankees fans. One thing is certain, MLB's summer is heating up, and if this explosive deal materializes, history might just be rewritten at Yankee Stadium. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the New York Yankees, please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.